Warning. This show may be hazardous to the health of corrupt corporate and government officials. This is the Kevin Trudeau Show. 888-99-KEVIN.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. What was that look? I just got the look like. What the hell is that? That was a Santa Claus ho, ho, ho. Kevin Trudeau here, everything they don't want you to know about. Thank you for joining me. It is the holiday season for many of you who celebrate Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate Christmas. And if you do not celebrate Christmas, you're all going straight to hell. I'm totally kidding. Absolutely 100% teasing you. Lots to talk about today. The first thing that I wanted to bring up is, we had John Gray, who's a good friend of mine, on the show. John Gray wrote the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And his whole concept is men act a certain way, which is completely different than how women act. Thus, men are from the planet Mars, and women are from a different planet. They're from Venus. So men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And he goes on to talk about specifically the actual biological differences, and not just in certain regions of the body, but the biological differences in the brain. There are biological major differences in how the brains are wired between men and women, and the quadrants of the brain. Thus, how women think, how women talk, the amount of talking women need to do are completely different than men. Also, the hormones that reduce stress in men are completely different than the hormones that reduce stress in women. Men need lots of testosterone, which actually reduces stress and makes them healthier, prevents heart attacks. Women, on the other hand, need lots of oxytocin, which reduces stress. So if women are engaged in activities that increase their testosterone, it makes them stressful. And if men are doing activities that creates oxytocin, it makes them stressful. Therefore, there's a lot of incompatibilities between men and women. And it's a great book. Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and all of John Gray's books are amazing. He's going to be doing a series of free, 100% free lectures and workshops next year for Global Information Network members. He normally charges thousands of dollars to attend those workshops and lectures, where he's going to be doing a whole series of them next year, completely free of charge to Global Information Network members. When you look at the dues that Global Information Network members pay, it's pennies compared to what they have access to. Just some of the savings that members get, which we can't talk about, for different things that they buy every day, is worth the price of the dues. And it's just an amazing club. There's amazing benefits for that club. But the one thing that's interesting, and maybe some of you will argue with me, and maybe you can write a comment about this and give me your comment about this on our website. It's very interesting to me. I see this happen all the time. And I call women out on this. And for those of you women listening, some of you are going to really hate me now. Not because I'm going to say anything bad, but because I'm going to point out something that's true. And why am I even going down this road is I don't even know myself. But I have to. I am compelled to go down this road because I find it quite amusing. So years ago, and I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but years ago, as a young bachelor, I remember I was sitting on the couch with my lady friend as a single bachelor in my house, as a single bachelor, watching TV with my lady friend. We had just had a nice meal. I remember this like it was yesterday. We were drinking a glass of wine, and I gave up and decided not to drink my beer, but drink a glass of wine because it was better that we're both drinking wine together on the couch watching a little television. And my lady friend says, "Oh, I'm cold." And that's all she says. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh, you're cold." She says, "Yeah, I'm cold. I'm a little cold." And I said, "Oh, well, that's unfortunate." And I went back to watching TV. And I could see out of the corner of my eye, she was like, "How come he's not doing anything?" And then she said again, "I'm a little cold." And then I called her out. I said, "Is this woman speak for saying, 'Kevin, can you please get up off the couch, walk across the room, and turn the heat up?' Or, 'Kevin, can you get me a blanket?' Rather than ask me for what you want, you don't. You just say, 'I'm cold.'" All right, women, how many are guilty of this? How many are guilty of this? "I'm cold." Gals, let me help you out. If you're cold or if you want something, just ask. Don't say, "I'm cold," thinking, "I hope he gets the message." It happens all the time, Brandy. And here's the goofy thing. I'm over at my buddy's house. We're in the living room watching TV. And his wife says, "I'm cold." He, without saying a word, gets up off the couch, walks over and turns the heat up and sits down. And she says, "Thank you." And then I call them out on it. I go, "Wait a minute. Why did you get up off the couch?" And I said, I go, "Look, if you were cold, how come you just didn't get up off the couch yourself, walk across the room, and turn the heat up? Or why didn't you ask your husband, 'I'm a little cold. Would you mind if I turn the heat up?' Or why didn't you ask your husband, 'Could you turn the heat up?' Obviously, you wouldn't do that because you're saying, 'I'm such a lazy loaf. I don't want to get up off the couch. You get your ass up off the couch. You're the husband. You're the man. Go turn it.' You understand? This is the downfall of marriages and relationships, in my opinion. I should become a relationship expert. By the way, the video is not working again. Is that correct? So my outfit that I'm wearing, my holiday outfit, no one's seeing. Is that right? Yes, they saw it. Not anymore. Not now. So it's broken. It's off for the whole show. So I can take my hat off, right? I can take my scarf off. Since I wore this specifically for the show, I did all this time in front of the mirror, thinking, I'm sure the technical geniuses at the office will get the video working. But alas, it's not true. All right, so let's talk about some things. First, I got some emails here that I want to address. The first email says, "I have a question about deer antler velvet." These are not emails. These are comments on the website. I read them all. The comment was, "I have a question about deer antler royal velvet. The gentleman in the interview didn't quite explain how the royal velvet is made, or maybe I somehow missed that part of the interview. Is there any blood products in the royal velvet? Please advise. By the way, great show. KT is hot." Oh, well, thank you very much. I didn't get to that part. I'm hot. Brandy, you're hot too. I read the comments about you. All right, so deer antler velvet is one of my top 2 anti-aging products. If you can only afford something, you take deer antler velvet. If you have a little more money, you take Able Heal from ableheal.com. That's the live cell therapy. Now, starting next year, when I have my Kevin Trudeau's Daily Life Essentials, which is the daily nutritional program, if you have money, that's what you get, because that has everything in it, including deer antler velvet. And then if you want to go to the next level, you take the advanced Daily Life Essentials, which has more stuff in it for those who can afford a little bit more each month. And then if you really want to go for the ultimate, you get the ultimate daily life essentials, which is exactly what I take every single day, and that has everything in it. But until that comes out, deer antler velvet is something that I do take every single day anyway. It's basically made from the tips of deer antlers. Now, a deer in New Zealand is organic. There's no pollution. They're eating grass and bugs. They're completely as nature intended. There's virtually no pollution, no pollution in the water, the streams, the air. It's amazing. So these are the healthiest animals on the planet. The antlers at certain times of the year begin to grow incredibly rapidly. When they grow, the tips of the antlers fall off. The very tips, they fall off. Around the tips of the hard antler is a kind of a fur, almost like a little fuzz around the tips. This is the deer antler velvet. That's what it is. It's harvested and it's ground up into a powder. It's then put into a liquid solution so it can absorb under the tongue. This is how it's made. It has been used for centuries for anti-aging properties, virility, strength, stamina, and as the fountain of youth. So this is how it's made. It's 100% natural. There's nothing in it that's problematic at all. No chemicals, no heavy processing involved in the production of it. The deers are not killed or harmed in any way. It's completely a natural, wonderful product. And it does, in my opinion, produce anti-aging benefits and virtually the fountain of youth. Next comment. Comment on flu. No, not flu vaccines. Comment on the Kevin Trudeau show. Oh, now, okay. I love when somebody challenges me. All right. Okay. It's not a fair fight. And it's not a fight. I'm going to help. I'm going to help you. Oh, now, come on, Kevin. This is what the comment says. Long-time listener, reader here. Love you to death, but come on now. Marijuana is not a drug. Triple exclamation point. This is what the comment says. Anyone with a basic education in chemistry should know that. There is a crucial difference between a drug and an herb. Medicinally and scientifically speaking, a drug is a pharmacological preparation, operative word being pharmacological, meaning it is unique. It is a pharmacological preparation of a natural chemical substance, which can sometimes be an herb or can be a fungus, bacteria, hormone, protein, etc., etc. Herbalism and pharmacopoeia are not the same. Do not confuse the two. Marijuana is a powerful medicine for many, many people. Its use by the indigenous and its record in ancient medicine are of vast measure. The evidence of these is astounding to he who would look. Marijuana is, in fact, a natural cure that they don't want you to know about. Take an hour to watch the Rick Simpson story, blah, blah, blah. He goes on to say, marijuana contains powerful medicines when ingested in a smokeless oral form, can cure certain cancers, alleviate or even reverse Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and much, much more. He goes on to say that hemp medicine is one of the most versatile and unique crops in all the plant kingdom. In the words of the founding father and first U.S. president, sow the seeds of hemp everywhere. Well, hemp is not marijuana. That's completely different. This comment was in relation to what I was talking about marijuana use. And I want to just clarify a few things here. For those of you who are upset with my comments, I will help clarify so you will no longer be upset. I had mentioned my belief that all illegal drug use, including marijuana, should be legalized in one man's opinion. Now, I classified, you may think, marijuana as a drug. I did not. It is classified by the U.S. government as an illegal drug or an illegal controlled substance. Marijuana is a natural plant, no question.